Okay. All right. I think we're good. So I had got 2 mics, but one of them is registering as a speaker, but this picks up both of us.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm so
good.
excited to have you here. Like, you don't understand. I'm so excited.
Wow, this is dope ass. It worked out the time.
Yeah.
Fucking PoleCon. Nothing in here. Shit just.
As it like popping, cause yes, today's the first day, or was
No,
it
yesterday was the first day. Yesterday was the first day when I went for the sexy showcase,
Okay.
and I didn't want. I don't know the lineup. Like I really don't know anything that's going on. I was like, all right, boom. I'm gonna get a day pass. I didn't sign up for no workshops. I didn't do shit. I was like, I'm gonna get a day pass because the owner of my studio got rooms.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, boom, we got rooms. We're gonna stay there. And I'm like, fuck yeah, vacation.
Yeah.
Boom. Like, so.
Your lashes look really good, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I found a new lash girl in PA. She's dope.
Okay.
So she got rooms. I'm like, fuck, stay.
Yeah.
Took off of work. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna pay to stay. Like, I'm gonna do the weekend pass, of course, because
Yeah.
like you cannot just not get the weekend pass. It's
Yeah.
all of the shit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be there. I don't know who's doing what, whatever, everybody. I'm just going. I'm just fucking going. I'm gonna look like I got last night. I looked at the list that what was still open because all the shit was waitlisted. None of the fucking workshops, but there was a couple things that I wanted to do. There was one workshop I especially wanted to do, and my the owner of our studio, she couldn't make one of her workshops, so she gave it to me. And it was like sexography, floor work, like my shit.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
my shit. So I was like, sweet, boom,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. But then I looked on at the schedule, and the class that I wanted to take was not waitlisted, and it was what is the actual name? It was like Latin Polesque. So she interfused Latin dance with pole, and
That sounds fun.
that's my shit. Like, fuck, I'm doing pole and salsa. Like,
Yeah.
I love the floor and the sexy shit. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. I want to do some shit that I don't do. I want to learn some shit that I fucking
I'm
don't
excited to see that because you kill whatever you do.
do. It was dope. It was everything. Like, I brought my dance shoes. Like,
Ooh.
I didn't even sign up for it yet. I was like, look, I'm just gonna take all my shit. Like, if it work out, yeah, me. And I looked on there. Boom. Yes, I'm in there. So
Yeah.
I did that this morning. That was dope. And I was gonna do the curvy girl, curvy diva.
Oh, Kirby, I love her. Yeah.
She had her with the day pass, you get the free workshops.
Yeah.
In the same breath, like, you gotta get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was slipping on my pimp because I was over there fucking spending money and shit over there, getting this to make my ass look good and having these shorts, and
Yeah.
Nandy was out there, and I was like, and then I got in line late and I didn't make it. So boom, that worked out here because traffic was a motherfucker, but it wasn't so bad right now.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
It all
smells
works
good in
out.
here.
Thank
Right
you.
here. And yeah.
Thank you. I'm a big sticker on smells. I was nervous. I was like, I hope it don't smell crazy in here because I ain't take the trash out yet. But
I definitely don't smell trash.
okay, great.
First thing I was like, yes.
So, hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers, One Pole. I am so honored to be here right now. Some of y'all might know her as LP Yogi. And some of y'all might know her as Madam Glitterpuss. So I am very interested to know how you came up with that, or how was Madam Glitterpuss born?
So, this is funny because I've never actually gone all the way back to things in my life, like legit, just fucking, they be meant to be, and they start from like way back in the way back. And
seeing the connections is crazy.
Fucking crazy. So way back, when I first started yoga, and I used to do all the yoga challenges, I was doing one of the Naked Soul yoga challenges, and one of the poses I did like it was child's pose, but it was in a handstand on the wall.
Ooh.
So I was doing it on the wall, and I was back then. This was back when Instagram used to be like regular, the timeline was on time, and pictures, it was pictures and effects and shit, like, and the quality wasn't as good, but shit was still lit.
Yeah.
And in this I made, because I'm trying to not have all my tickle bitties out and shit. I made, it was like glitter coming from the top, right? My tattoo artist, Bezo, he made a comment, or he told, I don't know if it was on the post, but we were like chit-chatting. He was like, yo, it look like you farting glitter. I was like, nigga, I do fart glitter. You ain't know? Right? So, there was that. Fast forward. I get into private parties and that whole thing at the studio. And part of that is we make up sexy names for ourselves. So when I first got into the parties, my front desk girl was like, man, my front, they my bitches. Oh, my front, they my bitches. So they're like, you gotta have a name. And I'm like, I do have to have a name. Like, what the fuck is going to be my name?
Yeah.
And see, my saying back then always used to be Jimmy Jam. Like, Jimmy Jam was like everything. The Jimmy Jam is this. I hit that Jimmy Jam. Like, something Jimmy Jam. So it started there, like, all right, well, you gotta be Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Jam what? And between the two of them, somehow it was like, yo, you just gotta be like Glitter Puss. So boom. So I am Jimmy Jam Glitter Puss.
Okay.
That's my name, right? That's my party name. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I've been Jimmy Jam Glitter Puss for almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. This is my 10th year coming up. And I'm like, Jimmy Jam is like kind of old. Jimmy Jam Glitter Puss, like, she really ain't that no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I have evolved into a little bit more. So for me, I felt more like Madam comes into play, because now I got bitches.
Yeah.
I got 10 years of hella bitches.
Yeah.
She
got bitches, y'all.
I got 10 years of hella bitches. Like, and my pussy is still glitter. So like,
I love it so much.
Still glitter, so boom, boom. That is Madam Glitter Puss. And
I love it.
It's just that.
Yeah, I remember I first saw you had posted like some performance that you did, and I was like, Madam Glitter Puss, okay. I love it. Like, I was really trying to process it, but then at that time I didn't really know you or speak to you. I hadn't taken any classes with you, but I saw that presence and I was like, I was actually very intimidated by you when we first met. I had never taken a class with you at that point, but I knew of your name and how everybody was just like, yeah, she's the one, like, she's gonna get you in shape, she's gonna get you there. And then I think our first real interaction was at Shay's birthday party, and it was a little bit of resting bitch face. Like, I knew you were nice, and then you were probably just like analyzing the situation, and I was just like,
I was Taurus.
And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take it personally, but I'm still just like, and that's
because we followed each other. And Lisa, like, you guys, everybody, like, we were always in the same, but never at the same. So it was like, oh, that's her. Like, and you was with your boyfriend, and y'all was loving up, and I was like, yes. I was with my boyfriend, we wasn't loving up. So I was like, ooh.
Yeah. But I'm very grateful how things have played out, and I tell you all the time, as I am evolving in my pole journey, you have been such an influence. Like, it's ridiculous. Whenever, as I'm performing, like my last performance, girl, I told you I was shitting bricks. I didn't know what the hell I was about to do. I had no idea, and I just kept hearing you say, just touch yourself. Because it was the Galentine's Day workshop. And I think that might have been my first real class with you, I think. And Shay was my partner. And I remember you saying, it was like, it don't matter what you could touch anything. If you touch your body, you make eye contact, they don't give a shit.
Doesn't matter what the fuck, because they not looking at what you doing. I'm looking at what you, oh, you touching, bitch, you touching. I like that. I don't know what the fuck she touching. Yeah,
Definitely.
I want to touch too.
I was wondering, which did you gravitate towards more first, pole or yoga?
So I didn't know of yoga. I learned yoga from pole.
Oh.
I describe them as pole. Yoga is the guy I wish I met first. Pole is my boyfriend. Yoga is the guy I wish I met first. I got into pole. Like, I just went to, really my first time was back in 2008. Still at Exposed, but it was Owens Mills, a whole nother location.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was like, hey, let's just take this. Hey, it's a free pole class. It was like the free intro class. I'm like, boom, I'm gonna go. Went there, was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the gym. Fuck everything. I bought the shoes, I bought the mat, I bought the shorts, I got the packet. I'm like, let's go, bitches.
Yeah.
And I rocked out there for a couple months, and then I lost my job, and I was like, okay, that's not in the budget. And then fast forward, 4 years, because that was 2008, 2012. I was like, oh shit, like, there was this work. Yo, I think I found my shoes and was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Let me see. Went back on, and Owens Mills was closed. And I was like, damn. Towson, Parkville, Lock Raven. I'm from the west side of the county. That's too far.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. But my sister-in-law, she was like, nah, let's just go. Fuck it. Booty camp. It was booty camp. And that was just, it wasn't a free class, it was just fucking booty camp. No pole, no nothing. I went there. The thing was, when I drove, it wasn't as far. Like, the ride wasn't as far as I thought it was. And that's all I needed. Honestly, that's really all I needed.
Yeah.
Was to get there and see that the ride wasn't far. We did booty camp. I was fucking on the handstand, popping ass. Sold. Boom. I'm like, shit, I still got the shoes. I still got the mat. My shit still fit. I'm in here.
Yeah.
And I went, 3-4 days a week, 3 classes a day, like, in there. At the end of, like, I started 12. At the end of 13 is when the owner asked me if I wanted to teach. First I was like, nah. Like, I just started, like, pole 5, took my first pole 5 class. Like, I'm not that. And she's like, listen, you will learn that. You will work under people. You get free classes.
Yeah.
She was like, but you come in, you're always fucking smiling. People, they like to just be in class with you. Like, you're always lit. Like, I want you on the team. And I was like, free classes?
That's all you have to
say. She was like, yeah, and you can go to all the locations, because back then they had different locations. But if I signed up at Towson, I could only go to Towson.
Yeah,
I'd have to get a different membership to go anywhere else. And so she was like, and you can go to the mall, and I was like, really? Because Arundel Mills was litty titty. So that was that. I went on and I went through my training. I started teaching at the end of 2013. And it was always beginners. Like, I have been in with them no matter what. Even if I teach advanced. I teach all the classes now, but the beginners, like, they my babies. Like, they gonna get something different than a regular beginner teach. Like, that's my shit. But anyway, one day some ladies came into my class. 2 ladies. It was like a pole 3. Never been to pole class before, and I was like, I'm never going to tell anybody not to come.
Yeah.
The thing is if you come to a more advanced class, I just don't want you to feel like you don't want to come back. I can't do this. Oh my God. I don't want you to get discouraged because this was way more challenging, because you are out of level. Like, bottom line, you'll still get something. You're going to get something out of anything you do. Yeah. Even if you can't. Actually, the point is not for you to get it today. I'm not making no money if you're getting all the shit. You can't get everything the first try. Like, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? So, I explained to them, like, this is a 3, this is your first time, but, you know, we going to, when in doubt, work it out.
Yeah.
They came in and they were, like, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can kind of tell, when people come in, they have some kind of dance background or something. So I'm looking at them, I'd never seen anybody come in like that. And I was like, so what are you guys, ballerinas? Like, what do you do outside of here? And they're like, nah, we just do yoga. And I'm like, Madonna does that. That's the only other time I heard the word yoga, I was like, oh, Madonna does that. What is that?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you know anything about yoga? And I was like, you know what? I'll find out. So I just like looked at some shit, Googled some shit, talked to one of my colleagues, Venetia. She used to teach. She was my teacher, one of my teachers. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah, I used to this and I used to that. Fuck it, let's take a class together.
Yeah.
And when I looked up like Bikram yoga, that was supposed to be like the hardest. Like that's the most challenging. It's hot as fuck. Motherfuckers hate Bikram. So for me, I'm always gonna go the hardest first. Like if I can take the hardest, then cool. I'm a rock out. Went to Bikram and I loved every second of that hot ass motherfucking shit. I did, and I was sold. Boom, bought a package, and it was like I was teaching pole. I wasn't really taking it as much because this yoga shit is like, like I like this. Like I like this. You know what I'm saying? And I started sharing it, and then people started being like, "Oh, when are you gonna teach us?" And I'm like, "It's my shit."
Yeah.
Like y'all got pole. Cool. I'm gonna do this. And they like, nah, yo.
Yeah. So how do you balance that? Like you do it for yourself while also trying to help others take that journey.
That's probably been like the biggest struggle for me is losing something. Like I have a tendency to turn the things that I like into work.
Same.
Like I mean with yoga, so everybody kept saying do it. So for me, I can't just teach you guys. Just like with pole back in the day, you practice, you work under somebody. Like yes, you keep going to classes. There was no yoga. There's certifications. I'm not saying that you can't teach yoga without a certification. For me, I felt like I don't want to touch you. I don't want to adjust you. There are things that I don't know. Like I'm doing what I do. Yeah. You know, and when I go to class, they help me. Mm-hmm. I don't exactly know what they see. Yeah. So nah. And that certification's a couple $1,000s. Like y'all got me fucked up. Y'all over here talking about come on, like come on. So I started to GoFundMe, and they did. They came on and they came on. Wow. And that's how I got my yoga certification. So I was like, well, damn, y'all wasn't playing. Yeah. So okay.
So I had like briefly thought about. I'm not very connected with yoga. It's something that I do enjoy. And I've been realizing I don't even know if I would say connections, but how everything kind of overlaps between pole and yoga the past couple of years, and I had kind of thought about getting a certification. But how strenuous was that process?
So, everybody is different. I feel like you don't necessarily have to get certified to teach. There are a lot of people who go through the teacher training because it actually takes you through a whole bunch of other shit. There are 2 parts to the teacher training. There is the asana, there's the physical part, but then there is the internal part, the things that you need to break down, the things that you need to clear. Like I can't hold space for other people if I'm not clear in myself, and you kind of get guided through that as well. So a lot of people do the teacher training to get deeper in their practice, not necessarily to shift. Now, for me, when I went through my teacher training, there was a donation-based teacher training. I went through a studio I'd never been to. It was a style I never did before. And that's how I kind of and I went by myself. It wasn't like I got led here. Yeah. Let's see what this is. And when my first class, I remember, and I like to go in the front to learn. Like I need to see. Yeah. I don't really care as much people always like, I don't want to go in the front.
Oh, I'm a front ass bitch. I be right there.
I'm a fucking like for real. I am the teacher's pet. I'm the fucking front row. Like fuck that. I can't hear. I can't see. Like, I for real. I see back. I don't have time. I'm this is what I'm here for. Fuck y'all. Boom. So I'm in the front, and I mean it is. I swear it's gotta be 100 people in the class. Right? It's a big ass fucking room. Like it was like welcoming all the teachers to a teacher training. It was like 29 of us teacher training. Yeah. And then the studio people, like they was a welcoming for us. I never been in a room that big. And this was like power yoga. First class. I just kept looking behind me because I was done. Like and everybody was hitting that shit. And I was smashed, right? and you know, I was like, well, good God, oh motherfucking lady. So that was my first class. And from the first class through the week, because it's an intensive, it's a week, there's 13 classes. 13 classes in 7 days.
Wow.
13 classes in 7 days. By the 13th class, I was hitting all the shit. I hadn't gone into child's pose, and I want, like, you go, child's pose is a resting pose. It's when your body needs to fucking chill, you hit child's pose, you fucking chill. Yeah. It's time for you to get back up. Like, by that 13th class, like, I almost, like, I wish I would have did a 1st to 13th, because it was absolutely fucking amazing. And we hadn't even gotten to the asana part yet. That was all of the yoga and life empowerment part. Wow. Like that side hadn't even gotten to that yet. Yeah. The asana is the second half. That was the next week of 13 classes. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And the process is probably one of the most rewarding things I've done, and it folded over into my family because my guy, like, he didn't do the whole teacher training, but he did the life and empowerment part. And he started practicing on his own. Like, for him, he's one of those go to the gym ass fucking bench pressing ass, everybody pumping each other up and shit. Not what's that? Not the purple one. What's the purple? The purple gym.
The purple gym.
Yeah,
Planet Fitness?
Not Planet Fitness, yeah, because you can't clink the shit.
Oh, yeah.
He want to go like gold
like
with
the
real
gold gym, yeah.
weights and shit with them niggas, right? But he started taking yoga, and his first yoga class, he was like, yo, I never sweat this hard. I never worked this fucking hard. Like, fuck the gym. Yeah. That power yoga shit that he was getting, like, and that shit was lit. Like, when we were in that, like, that shit was lit. It was dope. It was a really, really dope process. One that, like, I would do over and over again. That's why I honestly believe that's why people get their 300 hour, 500 hour, continue, like, we keep going because, like, it's always something. There is always something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Always something. Yes, physically, there's always a progression, but just as much as there's always a progression physically, there's always a progression inside. So, that's my kind of shit. Like, pole, I love pole. Like, I love pole because I'm like a nasty bitch a little bit. You are. Just a little, like, it's like on the low, but not. Yeah. Because I'm shy as fuck. I don't like, the camera goes on, I'm like, oh, fuck, like, my hands start sweating, I can't think about shit, like, but just in front of my people, like, teaching, like, I come alive in teaching. When you want to start putting the camera on me, like, that's not really my shit. Yeah. It's not, like, I do it, but it's not really my shit.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Like, people are always like, oh, you're such an extrovert, you're so out here, you're so goofy, like, people, you're this or that. And I'm like, I really don't like people. I don't like, even doing a podcast, doing all this stuff. Like, I used to be a cheerleader growing up, and I do really well in performance settings, but realistically, I hate it.
I love people. I love, but I really don't like. I like y'all, but I don't like y'all. But I like y'all. I fuck with y'all. Like, y'all is lit. I love this. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to go.
So how do you balance everything with, like, you have a very beautiful and entertaining and interesting social media presence. So how have you been, like, balancing all of that?
I don't. That shit is. I hate social media. I really do. Like I really do hate it. I just wish it could go back to the way it used to be. It's y'all motherfuckers just want too much. Like
the entitlement is crazy.
It's fuck like yo, damn you take the fun out of what the fuck I want to do. Mm-hmm. Like just chill.
Yeah.
Everybody just motherfucking chill. And like right now, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm just whatever is. I'm scrolling through my shit. I'm finding shit, and I'm just like yo because I don't care about what y'all want to see no more. Like I don't care what y'all like no more. I'm gonna do what because I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm not trying to find what is I need to do with this short and use it. Like if the audio was hitting, because I record my shit, I don't usually might not have no music. Like it be looking like I be on beat like a motherfucker, right? Be looking like I be on beat like a motherfucker. But what I be doing is I be like to myself, no music, no nothing. I need a mirror somewhere so I can see. Like I'm always looking at myself somewhere. That's why I say you gotta touch yourself, look at yourself. Like it's for me.
Yeah.
It's always for me because if I try to put it on for the camera, it's never going to give. That shit is for me. And yeah, like I'm gonna find a song, put it to the fucking video. It was my own beat. Am I hitting that? Yeah. Nah, that one's off. All right, let me find something else. Or hear audio and that shit fits. I'm with it. Or just post some shit that somebody else might like. Like this shit is hitting for y'all. It ain't hitting for me, but one of y'all might like this.
Yeah.
I like it a little bit.
That's why. Oh.
But the social media thing, like for me, it's rough because I'm with the baby all day, and she is not with me on my phone. Unless she can be on it too. Like that's why now y'all might see baby in the stories because y'all can't get me without her because she like nah, she like, let me get up in there. Let me get up in there. Let me get up in there. So that's what it's gonna be. I hit my max, she wanna hit it too. Like I don't really have any time to myself too much. So I try to do what I could do, but my time is like overnight. I work overnight. When I get home, I'm like, all right, let me see if I can set a couple drafts up.
Yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, pull a draft up, like, whatever. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't even care no more. Like, niggas gonna fuck with me or they not.
Yeah.
Like, and the people who fuck with me, fuck with me. And people who don't fuck with me, fuck you, bitch. Like, nah, if you don't fuck with me, I feel sorry for you.
No, honestly, that's what it's come down to.
Right here.
That's what I've had to been telling myself, that it's like your people will find you and anything else is just noise. It doesn't even fucking matter.
Because niggas just said we don't like people. So I'm cool. I'm fucking cool with who fuck with me and who don't. Like, for I ain't got space for you anyway.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. This girl, I saw this girl yesterday. I'm just standing there, my pole on, and she's staring at me and she's like, and I thought she had a mask on. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, damn, she knows me and I don't know who she is. I have so many clients and I be feeling bad all the time because I don't know nobody's name. And I'm like, so she's looking and I'm like, and then she like hurried up and took her mask off, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And she's like, hi, and I'm like, hey. I legit, I can't even put that to. And she's like, oh, I'm totally fangirling. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. She was like, I follow you. You're so fucking amazing. And I was like, oh, my God.
Does that happen a lot?
No. Okay, no. It's happened a couple times. But, like, I was like, oh, my, like, I'm looking at, I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, I'm kind of embarrassed. Because I'm like, shit. Somebody else could be looking at me like, yo, that's just Leona, bitch. Calm down. It's just Leona. You don't know her. She ain't shit. Like, and she was like, I felt like I was, Blue Ivy, not Beyonce. Yeah. I felt like I was Blue Ivy. Like, oh my God, you love my dance. But yeah, most of the it's I'm LP Yogi. Like Like, I'm not, you know, I'm LB, or it's, oh, you're the girl with the tattoos.
Oh yeah, tattoos are fire.
Yeah, that's
fire.
I kind of was thinking of changing my handle to the girl with the tattoos. I'm so much the girl with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Or yeah, LB. But nobody, you know, it's not like that, but it's kind of like you just stare at me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'd be like, I'm not sure, like,
yeah,
you know, or like men especially,
men.
I'm so like, are you on social media? Yeah, get out my face. No. Like my inbox is all those. I would never.
Yeah.
I would never. Does single or not single? I would never in my inbox.
It's the amount. I just don't understand how they rationalize, like, yeah, this is it. This is going to be the message that just makes her drop the panties and become my bitch. It's just,
to be honest,
I really
like,
need to,
you know,
I want to be that
I love my inbox. Like, the guys, honestly, they are lovely. Like, I get some of the most respect. I love, like, my inbox is really not disrespectful, or maybe I just, for me, it takes, like, nigga can't really disrespect me.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm nigga, I will motherfucking burn your ass down. Real, like.
Yes.
But I kind of feel like maybe, I don't know if that's what I give off in the things that I say or whatever, but nobody really comes off of me like, bitch.
Yeah.
That pussy is looking like, yeah. And I'm like, my comments be wild sometimes.
Yeah.
My inbox is never, you know, the regular, oh, I eat this like that, or if you was my, like, whatever.
Yeah.
But the lovely guys seem to think about what they want to say to me.
Okay.
When they send me messages, like their words and shit. Like, I don't get too much bullshit with the guys who are trying to, like, hey, you know, I really, and I'd be like, what you want? Like, what you want from me though? Yeah. Like, I feel like they be like real polite, and I'd be like, nah, yo,
yeah,
that shit dead. What is you really saying on here? Like, nah, you seen this ad, you seen Mommy's Little Cakes, okay? You saw Mommy's Little Cakes,
yeah,
and now you like, yeah, like, nah, it's cool. Mm-hmm. So I'm very, like, whether I have a boyfriend or not, I would never meet anyone out of my DM. Mm-hmm. Like, because what you're coming in my DM from what you see on social media, and like, for real, that's like so far from me.
From who I am.
So fucking far from me, and I don't even want that to be something that you think is what it is. Mm-hmm. Therefore, a nigga would have a better chance locating me somehow, being where I'm at. Yeah. Don't fucking follow me, because if I go on your shit and I see there says follow back, there's a problem. Yeah. And then actually, like, speaking to me in public. Yeah. Because no matter what, it's got to be that right there. Like, how someone speaks to me and looks at me in my face, it gives everything for me. Yeah. That's it. Now, most of the time, it's just going to give conversation. Like, because I give a nigga rap. I will rap a nigga that straight up. Yeah. Like, my guys will always say, like, yo, you be giving these niggas too much rap. I mean, if they talking and it's interesting, I'm gonna talk. Yeah. Like, why not? Why can I not talk? Why does talking make you feel like it's supposed to be more? Like, no, we're having a conversation. And when I'm done this conversation, we're gonna go on about our days. And I got something from this conversation. Yeah. Like, so yeah.
I had a really good conversation with someone the other day. They had I was sitting at the bar, and then he had came up to me, and I'm always very standoffish, especially with men when they first come up to me. So I'm just like, nigga, leave me alone. So I'm like charging my phone, and he asked me if he could borrow the charger, but it wasn't mine. So I was just like, it's not mine. And he was like, well, whose is it? And I was like, it's one of theirs, to the bartenders. And he was like, well, which one? I was like, the one with the curly hair.
So he was giving you all that shit, like that was real cute.
So then he ended up knowing, because it was my best friend. He was like, oh, her? Okay. So then he asked her, and I'm looking at her like, bitch, don't say yes, because then he will keep sitting here. So then she said yes, and I ended up letting him use it. And then he was like, oh, your locks are so beautiful. And I just hate, like, I feel like that's one of the most cliche ways now that people try to start conversations with me. And, like, I know they're beautiful. Thank you. I take care of them. But then Steve said something And the next thing I know, we were at the bar for like 2 hours just chatting it up. And we actually had like a lot of similarities in terms of having experience in the school system, having experience in clinical psychological, psychology? Yeah. Psychological. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. So it was, and he has experience in nonprofit and that stuff that I want to do. So I was glad that I wasn't completely just like, nah, fuck up my right. But going back to, like what you said, you're going to get something out of the conversation. I'll be right back because my hair is in my face. I'm like, I got long hair, don't care, y'all. So my hair is in my face and it's bothering me. I don't even know where these, I just had a thingy-mabobber too, a scrunchie. This is great. Oh, you know what? I think it's in my purse. If it's not, then oh, here's one. Why is it over here? Who knows? Y'all got here. Have you ever worked in like a club? Oh,
nah. What I like, I love that too. Almost every party I do, like it's so fun to listen to the different ways that people ask me.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to ask me if I was a dancer.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you do at night?
Yeah.
I said, I work. Oh, you work? Where do you work at? What club? Like, we might come support you. I'm a supervisor at UPS. I've never worked like in a strip club. My dream job though legit is a bartender at a strip club.
Oh.
Like I don't want to dance only because I don't want, for me, I don't want any man to be able to come and see me like that. Like I want to be able to pick and choose what and who kind of sort of like like, and because if dancing, I would go all the way in. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's something that, you can't just come. You just can't come. You just can't come anywhere and see that. Like if I'm going in like that, like I picked you to see that. Yeah. That's the only thing. But no, I always just dance. Like I was the party starter. Back in the day, I was the one who would be at the clubs early. I got to go into all the clubs early and go fucking for free because I'm on the dance floor first. Yeah. I'm opening it, I'm fucking closing it. Like me and my girls, like we fucking turn up, and that's what I did in every fucking where. That's the only, I got rhythm. Like I came in with some rhythm. I catch on fast. Yeah. Choreography, I catch on. So
do you have a dance background?
Nope. I just like to move a little bit. Receptions. I have a big family. Niggas was getting married a lot. I've been to a lot of receptions and we turn up. Them fucking Purdue's, they turn up. But that was it. I wouldn't say I was flexible. Now, I've always been able to put my feet behind my head. And people's like, that's always been just a thing, like, in my life. Yeah. I don't know why, as a kid. Maybe I used to bite my toenails, so maybe it started. Maybe it started there.
It was just
just they got too long. Nail clippers weren't my shit. I just fucking used to bite my toenails, and maybe that's how that started when I was little. Yeah. But I always put my foot behind my head. I'm about that open legs life. Yeah. You know what I mean? The front split thing, that's different. The cheerleaders, like I wasn't with the cheerleaders, I was a stepper. You know what I'm saying? I might drop down into what you thought was a front split. A middle split, but it's not. Yeah. Like, but that's the only thing I had coming in. Like, I love to dance. I can do that. Like, I can go on the dance floor and I can just dance by myself, make a circle, know everybody is watching and be okay with that. Mm-hmm. But if somebody turned on a camera and I saw it, all of that would change. Like, hold on. Like, it's not this. Like, it's not the same.
Wow.
Just that quick. But I love the strip club though. I love the strip club. I'm a picky tipper though. Uh-huh. I'm a picky tipper. Like, you can't just come drop ass in front of me. Yeah. Like, everybody can drop ass. Yeah. And it's like, honestly, really, like you really have to have your feet done. I'm not tipping
It's
nobody.
One of my biggest pet peeves. Like, I know that my toes don't always be looking great.
That's my job.
One of my
that's your
biggest pet peeves is when people walk around with no, like, their toes just look crazy.
Crazy.
And oh my god, my brother, child. First of all, his second toe is longer than the big one, right?
So
and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But his is like
means you got good pussy.
Might need to talk to him. But his second toe is longer. He lets his toenails grow out, so they're like little claws. And this man, I hate when people wear slides, like Adidas slides and Nike slides, with no socks.
Really? Men or anybody?
Anybody. It irks me.
Okay.
I will excuse it if, like, you just came from the pool or the gym or something, but I'm just like, you can put socks on your feet. But my brother has these Jordan slides, and if he wears socks,
is his toenails bust through?
Girl, if he wears socks, he has like them like knee-high, crazy looking things. If he doesn't wear socks, this nigga's feet is over the edge like this. And his feet are gripping the shoe, and he wears size like 13, 14, so it's just like clunk, clunk, clunk. You just see these toes coming at you, and he's just like, what? I'm like,
That would be a no, my brother.
I can't stand it.
Please, no, brother.
I cannot stand it. So I think my aversion to feet definitely stemmed from him. And then yesterday, I was in a car with somebody, and I looked over, and she had on sandals, and them toenails was looking so crazy. I was like, your feet don't look bad, but your toenails look insane. And I'm uncomfortable. I just need to jump out the car.
I'm uncomfortable. So you slide over here, you coming across me at the bar, you got these motherfucking cutesy fucking pleasers on, and your toes is looking like motherfucking hammer time. You better, don't you drop a motherfucking thing over here. You better keep your ass up. Like, that's it. That's the, like, honest, like,
yeah.
The least.
Yeah, the least you could do.
And don't say, if I tip you, you get your feet done. Don't say that. You ain't come prepared. You did not come prepared.
Oh man, I've been to 2 strip clubs as a patron. I've worked in 2 separate clubs. Both no longer exist. I was at Ecstasy and Sensationals.
Ecstasy is
Camp Springs, Temple Hills, Allentown Road. Apparently it just burnt down a couple months ago.
Oh, damn.
Burnt down.
Right.
Yeah,
How was that?
I didn't like it. My very first night, I had went because my friend had looked into dancing. She had lost her job, so she was like, I need to make money. And my sister's been in that scene forever. So I was like, okay, well, just talk to my sister. She'll help you out. And my sister's not always the most reliable person. So I was like, I'm not just about to send you out there.
I'm a ride.
And at the time, she didn't have a car either. So I was like, all right, I'm going to be your ride. Because any money you make, you probably going to spend coming right back home. And I know my sister be on CPT time, like, So I was sitting with her. My sister finally gets there. They're having a ball. And the manager was flirting with me. Like, oh, you want to dance too? But at the time, I was still in the process of student teaching. I was like, I can't be no stripper. What you talking about? So he just kept, trying to plant the seed in my ear. My sister comes. They look like they're having a fucking ball. I'm like, I want to do that shit too. And I had always said that I wanted to get a pole. Mm-hmm. When I got my own place, I was going to get a pole. And my first interaction with any kind of pole was in a strip club. I touched that thing. Girl, one of the poles was on spin. I grabbed it thinking nothing of it because the main stage had static. I grabbed it and I fell flat on my face. Luckily, nobody was there because it was a dry night. But they were having a ball. I said, I want to do it. My sister had an extra outfit. My friend took off her shoes. And I'm on stage. And at that moment, 3 niggas walked in and just started making it rain. I was like, oh, this is where I need to be. This is it. This is the place. Like, yeah. Mango is born. I was like, oh my God. And then I realized it wasn't that. After going back, I quickly learned that there is a difference between club shaking your ass and stripper shaking your ass. Because I could go in a club and fuck it up. This ass be moving in every direction. And you gonna be leaving seasick. So I get on stage like, and everybody's like, who's this? You would have thought it was amateur night. So I got off the stage embarrassed. And then I also realized that piece of making yourself marketable and also having to talk to people. I don't like talking to people. in my head, all I can process is like, we're in a strip club. I'm naked. I'm shaking some ass. I look good. You think I look good, so just throw the money.
Right.
And it's not that. And so to already have that perception of seeing it in movies, and my first night in the club, it was more or less like that. Mm-hmm. And to then be hit with that awakening. So it was really hard for me. And I didn't have any motivation because, again, at the same time, I didn't need to be there. I was there as a support system. So I would just go and I'd just be like, all right, if I make some money, great. If not, like, I'm still a server. I'll get my money elsewhere. I'm just kind of here for vibes. And I could be like, I'm a stripper. And we're here now. And sometimes I think about...
How long did it take you to get with the program?
I danced very briefly. So I was really only in there for like 3 or 4 months. I don't know if I would really say I ever got with the program. I just accepted the program for what it was, and I was like, I'm here. I'm going to put in minimal effort, and that's what I did. So I always say I was a trash shipper because I didn't care. And so then I didn't start pole until almost a year later. I had got a Groupon for Divas and Dolls. Mm-hmm. And then I had once went to Expose on a $5 Friday, but I didn't know any, but this was when I was in college. I didn't know how fast those fill up. So I was like, I went there and I think we ended up taking, it was something with a bouncy ball. It was with Carmen. Yeah, it was like way back when.
Oh, booty bouncing ball class. Oh.
Yes. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I had fun. I didn't go back, but I had fun. And then I got the pole, and I was like, I need to figure out how to use it because bitches was coming over and swinging. I was like, y'all not ripping a hole in my wall. And then I took those classes, and I just never looked back. So now I am curious.
How did you come into play? What is your link? Where was your link to me and Lisa and Rashay? Where did that?
Ashley, maybe? I mean, yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about Ashley.
Yeah, it would be that.
Gotcha.
Because she was the first person who I took a class with at Expose, and then I signed up for her class that day. I think I came back the next day with Lisa, and those were really the two that had. Because
they were Friday nights, right? That was.
So I was going to see them, and it's funny how connections. Because even Shay, when I first got interested in pole dancing, she popped up on my timeline. Oh. And I was like, who is this? She's gorgeous.
Was she teaching or just taking class?
She just, I don't think she was doing anything. She was out of Exposed by that point. Okay. But I just saw her as a presence, and I was like, I want to be like her. And then when I realized how she was connected to everybody else, and I actually got to meet her, I had that fangirl moment, like, oh my God! So that was really exciting. And now that I have a better relationship with pole, and I'm now discovering more of the sensual piece and the flow piece, because when I first started, I was very like trick.
Most people
I am curious. I want to do like one night in the club and see
like what can you give them, like what is that's dope.
I'm interested to see that.
I would love to do one night in the club so I just want to take my clothes off.
Yeah.
I don't like pressure, expectations. Like, it's almost like if everybody just acted like they weren't looking at me, it would be so much more delightful.
Yeah.
Stop fucking staring at me.
Well, you can always like set up like a mini sting operation and have somebody come in and they could be in front while you do your sexy.
That's how my one and only like solo performance that I've done in my life was like that.
Okay.
That was the one at Lucky's. That video went viral actually. I was dancing I had my solo and then I had Steve come on stage.
Okay, in the chair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that.
But he was there, like y'all. No one saw him I was watching him the whole time, like, cause practicing. I was like, I don't know if I can, like, shit. This is fucking scary. Like, I don't know if I can do this. He's like, babe, just look at me. No, just look at me the whole time. Look at me, and I did the whole time, cause that shit was scary. Although it kind of worked out, cause the lights were so bright, I couldn't see the crowd.
Yeah.
But it's like, they were so loud and they were cheering and shit, and I'm like, oh God, y'all are there, just looking fuck?
Yes.
So I just if I just kept it on him, like it turned out it wasn't so bad. But yeah, I just don't put on for people.
Yeah.
I just don't put on for people.
Yeah. I was nervous about that when I first did my performance back in December because I have that cheer background, so I'm used to putting on performances, but the difference between cheer and pole and the relationship and how personal and intimate it is and how sexualized it is, it was just like, it was very nerve-wracking for me to do.
And there's not a team. It's not a team with you. Like,
nope.
It's
all eyes on you.
Yeah. Because I can do all the groups. I mean, I've been in all the group performances. All this, like, that ain't shit. And I could be the center. Like, I could be Michael Jackson in Thriller.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that because there's still a room full of zombies who is trying to get me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I can't fucking be Michael Jackson and Billie Jean. Nah. I mean, I can. I take that. Yes, I can. Yes, I absolutely can. Yeah. I will. Not today.
Yeah.
I will, though. One day I'll be motherfucking Billie Jean.
I know you will. Phenomenal. I just love you so much.
I appreciate it.
Of course. This was great. So I usually do about an hour. So we're reaching that like hour mark. I have a segment called Mango's Message.
Okay.
And that's like the summary.
Okay.
So if you had to leave people with a gem, what would you say?
A gem. Shit.
I know. I be asking people. I realize I've asked that question to some people, and then I be like, "Key, you ain't even think of a gem." So we here processing here together. It could be related to what we talked about.
I mean, yeah, I like every now and again I drop them. If I had to leave people with something today, I would say, like, honestly, this is not really real though. Like, I don't want to say this to y'all, but the first thing that popped up in my head, like, legit, first phrase, shut the fuck up. That's not what I want to say, but I want to be honest in the moment that I'm in, where I'm sitting here like, I want to leave people with like, yo, just shut the fuck up sometimes.
But no, you know what? No, I will say that because before you got here, I was really hot and bothered because Forever 21, okay, y'all, I'm trying to get my life together, and I entered this debt settlement program last year, right?
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Oh, I did too. So I entered it. Everything was going great. My settlement with Forever 21 in October was like for $500. Okay, cool. So now here we are. And this
did you
like,
get a bill?
Girl. And I'm still getting bills.
That happened with me in Victoria's Secrets.
Fuck that $250.
I was like, wait a minute. And then it's like, hold on a second. Because I looked like it's settled. Yeah. It's over. It's paid for. It's done. Like, done.
How?
So I get this bill and it's like I made a charge. Like, you're charging me, is this a late fee? They're
owned by the same people. Yes.
Are you what? And I keep looking at this and I'm like, hold on a second, like, did someone use my card? Wait, but the card is dead. The card was dead before it was settled.
Right.
Hold on a second. Does this mean y'all niggas want me to? You know what? Shut the fuck up. I trashed it. Like, I don't want to hear. You got me fucked up. That shit better just be some floozy ass trying to get people with the okie doke ass. If y'all gonna send some money, we gonna take some money. Bitch, I'm not sending you shit.
So they kept sending me stuff, and I tried to call to see what was about because this shit was settled while y'all still sending me stuff. I have not used this card in over a year. So then they keep giving me the runaround. They start hanging up on me. So then I get another bill that I was just like, all right, this is really out of hand. I'm talking to somebody today. The lady is like, oh, well, you still had interest when the account was settled, so you just have to pay the $20 interest. I'm like, nobody said that anywhere, but I'm not in the mood to argue. It's $20, whatever. I'm gonna just give it to you. Everything's settled, right? She's like, yeah, girl, why did I get a bill today? And it's saying my balance is like 200 something. I said, oh, absolutely not. I called them.
They was like, oh yeah, she's giving up the money.
I didn't even let her introduce herself. I said, I need to talk to management right now because I'm not giving y'all another penny. This is ridiculous. And I was going.
You know what? You cannot jump off on customer service off the brake light.
There's two
This girl
I hate them.
UPS.
I worked for them briefly too. I hate those. If I see a package getting sent by FedEx, I immediately get hot. And I've cursed out so many people. And I've had to do that check-in like, Kia, shut the fuck up.
And I even hurt you, boo.
All of them. All of it. I don't understand how every time I order a package and it says 2-day shipping, all of a sudden I gotta drive my ass out to Crofton to pick up my package 4 or 5 days later because it's lost in the system. I've never had a success. Now this is the crazy part. I'll ship through FedEx real quick.
Oh, you'll send it?
I'll send it.
Yeah, but don't send that shit to me. I don't pick it up. Like, what's your carrier? FedEx? Oh yeah, nah, that's cool. I'm gonna go holler at somebody else.
But I had to do that check-in, and I apologized to her. I was like, listen, I'm sorry that my attitude is being directed towards you. I understand that you were just a little ant in this circus, and it's really not your fault. But I hate y'all. And I'm very frustrated, and life is hard, and I don't care if you ask me for $7. I don't care if you ask me for $1. I'm not paying y'all shit, because it should have been taken care of October. And if I receive one more bill, I'm coming up there and I'm slap boxing everybody. Every single one of y'all. Just line up. So shut the fuck up. Learn to shut the fuck up. Learn when to say things. And
oh yeah. Honestly, you know what? Yeah, that's good, because you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a motherfucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Listen twice as much as you fucking speak, like for real.
Yeah.
And think about before you speak, because I'm real big on I mean what I say and I say what I mean. There's really nothing more or nothing less to it. Like there's no what you trying to say. No, my nigga. So when you say something, if I repeat back what you say, and then it's not, I didn't mean it like that. Nigga, I just repeated what you said.
yeah.
So if you didn't mean it like that, then you need to say something else then.
Yeah.
Or shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
Shut the fucking fuck up.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
you.
I appreciate you. This was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was a nice little
Y'all,
intermission.
be safe, make good choices, and shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.